Live in the End, written and published by Ngasline. What if the secret to manifesting lies not in constant action, but in learning to be, particularly being the person you want to be who already possesses everything you wish for? When you start to feel the energy of your dreams as if they have already come true, you build a connection that helps the universe turn those dreams into reality. Understanding the end state. Living in the end means embodying the feeling, thoughts, and natural behaviors of someone who has already achieved their desired outcome. It's a powerful manifestation technique that transcends simple positive thinking or casual daydreaming. When you truly live in the end, you mentally occupy the space of your fulfilled desire with such conviction that your current reality begins to reshape itself to match your internal experience. This concept might seem abstract at first, but it's grounded in solid psychological and neurological principles. When you consistently imagine yourself in your desired state, your brain begins to form new neural pathways. These pathways strengthen over time, much like muscles during physical exercise. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, which is why professional athletes use visualization to enhance their performance. They mentally rehearse perfect execution countless times before physically attempting their feats. Most people struggle with manifestation because they fixate on the how instead of the end. They become entangled in the logistics, obstacles, and potential problems that might arise on their journey. This approach creates resistance and often leads to frustration and abandonment of their goals. When you focus solely on the mechanics of achievement, you remain mentally stuck in your current reality, reinforcing the very circumstances you're trying to change. Consider a person who wants to become a successful entrepreneur. If they constantly worry about startup capital, market competition, and potential failure, they're living in the state of wanting to be an entrepreneur. However, if they begin thinking, feeling, and acting like a successful business owner, making decisions from that mindset, carrying themselves with that confidence, and naturally attracting opportunities, they're living in the end state. The power of living in the end lies in its ability to bypass the logical mind's limitations. When you fully embrace your desired state as your current reality, you naturally begin to notice opportunities that align with your vision. Your actions become more aligned with your goals, not through forced effort, but through genuine inspiration. You start making decisions from the perspective of your desired reality rather than your current circumstances. Living in the end does not mean denying your present reality or engaging in toxic positivity. Instead, it's about maintaining a balanced awareness while deliberately choosing to operate from your desired state. It's similar to an actor who remains fully immersed in their character while being aware they're performing in a play. The key difference is that you're not pretending. You're actively creating your new reality through consistent mental and emotional alignment. The science of neuroplasticity supports this practice. Your brain continuously reorganizes itself based on your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When you consistently think and feel from your desired end state, you're literally rewiring your brain to support that reality. This restructuring influences your perceptions, decisions, and actions in ways that accelerate your manifestation. Understanding this concept requires a shift in perspective about the nature of reality creation. Rather than seeing your desired outcome as a distant future possibility, you begin to recognize it as a current reality that you're tuning into. This shift moves you from a space of hoping and wanting to a state of being and having. The external manifestation then becomes a natural consequence of your internal state rather than something you need to force or struggle to achieve. The power of your imagination. Your imagination is the most powerful creative force you possess. It's the key that unlocks the door between your current reality and your desired future. Every great achievement, invention, or breakthrough started first as a thought in someone's mind, a vivid picture of possibility that eventually manifested into physical form. Many people underestimate the tremendous power of their imagination, treating it as mere daydreaming or wishful thinking. However, your imagination is actually a sophisticated mental workshop where you can design and construct your future experiences with incredible detail and precision. When you imagine something vividly, your brain doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. This is why professional athletes use mental rehearsal to improve their performance, and why visualization techniques have been used successfully by countless achievers throughout history. The challenge most people face is that they've allowed their imagination to become imprisoned by their current circumstances. They look at their present situation and use it as the primary reference point for what's possible in their future. This creates a self-limiting cycle where past experiences dictate future expectations. To break free from this pattern, you must develop the ability to imagine independently of your current reality. Your imagination needs to be liberated from the constraints of what is so it can fully explore what could be. Training your imagination is similar to developing any other skill. It requires consistent practice and dedication. Start by allowing yourself to dream bigger than you ever have before. Remove all limitations and restrictions from your mental pictures. If you find yourself thinking that's impossible or that could never happen, gently redirect your thoughts to what if it were possible. This simple shift opens up new pathways in your mind and allows your imagination to expand beyond its usual boundaries. A powerful way to strengthen your imagination is through sensory enrichment. When you imagine your desired end state, involve all your senses. What do you see around you? What sounds do you hear? What textures can you feel? What scents are in the air? The more detailed and sensory-rich your mental images become, the more real they feel to your subconscious mind, and the more powerful their impact on your reality. Your imagination doesn't just create pictures. It creates feelings, emotions, and beliefs. As you imagine your desired end state, allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with having already achieved your goal. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the confidence, and the gratitude. These emotions are the fuel that powers your creative imagination and bridges the gap between thought and manifestation. Your imagination is not bound by time, space, or current limitations. It operates beyond the constraints of physical reality and can instantly transport you to any experience you desire. This is why imagination is often called the preview of life's coming attractions. By deliberately using your imagination to create and maintain clear mental pictures of your desired end state, you're essentially programming your subconscious mind with new instructions for reality. Practice using your imagination intentionally every day. Set aside quiet time to create and explore detailed mental pictures of your desired life. Allow these images to become so real and vivid that they begin to feel more natural than your current circumstances. As you strengthen this mental muscle, you'll find that your ability to imagine and believe in new possibilities expands, and your external reality begins to align with your internal visions. Identifying your true desires. The journey of manifesting your dreams begins with crystal clear clarity about what you truly desire. Many people struggle to achieve their goals not because they lack capability, but because they're pursuing desires that aren't authentically their own. Society, family, friends, and media constantly bombard us with messages about what we should want, the career path we should follow, the lifestyle we should desire, or the relationships we should seek. Take a moment to reflect on your current goals. Are they genuinely yours, or have you absorbed them from external influences? True desires resonate deeply within your soul, creating a sense of excitement and alignment when you think about them. They don't require justification to others, and they persist even when no one else understands or supports them. Creating your end state vision requires peeling back layers of conditioning to uncover your authentic desires. Start by questioning everything you think you want. For each goal, ask yourself, if society's expectations, family pressures, and financial considerations were removed, would I still want this? This simple yet powerful question often reveals surprising insights about our true motivations. Your authentic desires are often connected to your natural talents, interests, and the activities that make you lose track of time. Think about moments when you felt most alive, most yourself. These experiences offer clues to your genuine aspirations. Perhaps you've always loved helping others learn but pursued a different career path because it seemed more practical. Or maybe you dream of living by the ocean, but you've convinced yourself it's not realistic. As you identify your true desires, allow yourself to think bigger than your current circumstances suggest is possible. Many people unconsciously limit their desires based on what they believe is achievable. Remember, the purpose of identifying your true desires isn't to determine how to achieve them. That comes later. Right now, your task is to get absolutely clear on what you want, regardless of how impossible it might seem. Writing down your desires helps crystallize them in your mind. Describe your ideal life in vivid detail, as if you're already living it. What does your average day look like? Who are you spending time with? What kind of work are you doing? How do you feel? The more specific you can be, the more real it becomes in your mind. Watch for resistance as you do this exercise. If you notice thoughts like "this isn't possible" or "I'm not qualified enough," recognize these as conditioning rather than truth. Your job isn't to figure out how to make it happen. It's to get clear on what you truly want. One powerful way to distinguish authentic desires from conditioned ones is to notice how your body responds. Genuine desires often create a physical sensation of expansion, lightness, or excitement. Conditioned desires, on the other hand, might feel heady, obligatory, or accompanied by tension. As your end state vision becomes clearer, focus on the essence of what you want rather than specific forms. For example, instead of fixating on a particular job title, identify the feelings and experiences you want from your work, perhaps creativity, impact, or freedom. This allows the universe to bring you opportunities that match your true desires, sometimes in unexpected ways. Your end state vision should excite you every time you think about it. It should feel like coming home to yourself, like remembering who you truly are and what you're capable of becoming. Take time to refine this vision until it resonates perfectly with your authentic self. This clarity becomes the foundation for everything that follows in your manifestation journey. The art of mental rehearsal. Mental rehearsal is the practice of deliberately creating and experiencing detailed mental images of your desired reality. Just as athletes visualize their perfect performance before a competition, you can use this powerful technique to manifest your dreams into reality. The key lies in making your mental rehearsals as vivid and emotionally engaging as possible. When you engage in mental rehearsal, you're essentially programming your brain to recognize and move toward your desired outcome. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. It creates the same neural pathways in both cases. This is why professional athletes, musicians, and successful people in various fields use mental rehearsal to enhance their performance and achieve their goals. To create effective mental rehearsals, start by finding a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Close your eyes and begin to construct your scene in rich detail. If your goal is a new home, for example, see yourself walking through the front door. Notice the color of the walls, the texture of the flooring beneath your feet, and the quality of light streaming through the windows. Hear the sounds of your footsteps echoing through the space, the distant chirping of birds outside, or perhaps the gentle hum of the air conditioning. Feel the smooth surface of the countertops under your fingertips and the comfortable temperature of the room. The power of mental rehearsal lies not just in the visual aspects, but in the full sensory experience. Incorporate all 5 senses into your practice. Smell the fresh-cut flowers in your garden or the aroma of coffee brewing in your kitchen. Taste the refreshing drink you're enjoying on your new patio. The more senses you engage, the more real the experience becomes to your brain. Emotion is the catalyst that transforms mental rehearsal from a mere daydream into a powerful manifestation tool. As you imagine your scene, allow yourself to feel the genuine joy, satisfaction, and gratitude that would naturally arise in that moment. Feel the sense of accomplishment, the peace of mind, or the excitement that comes with living your desire. These emotions serve as the bridge between your current reality and your desired end state. Make mental rehearsal a daily practice, preferably at the same time each day. Many find the early morning or just before sleep to be particularly effective times, as the mind is naturally more receptive during these periods. Spend at least 10-15 minutes fully immersed in your scene. Consistency is more important than duration. Regular, shorter sessions are more effective than occasional long ones. Throughout your day, you can also practice shorter versions of mental rehearsal. During your lunch break, while waiting in line, or during your commute, briefly close your eyes and step into your desired reality. These micro-sessions help maintain your emotional connection to your vision and reinforce the neural pathways you're creating. Mental rehearsal is not about forcing or straining. Approach it with a sense of playfulness and enjoyment. If you find yourself struggling to maintain focus or clarity, simply return to your scene gently, just as you would in meditation. With practice, your mental images will become clearer, your emotional connection stronger, and your ability to maintain the end state more natural. Think of mental rehearsal as a form of preparation for your inevitable success. Just as a script reader becomes familiar with their lines through repeated practice, you become familiar with the reality you're creating through consistent mental rehearsal. You're not just imagining a possibility, you're rehearsing your new life, preparing yourself for the role you're about to step into. Bridging the reality gap. Living in the end state often creates a stark contrast between your desired reality and your current circumstances. This gap can feel overwhelming and may trigger doubt, fear, or discouragement. However, understanding how to navigate this perceived divide is crucial for maintaining your manifestation practice and bringing your desires into physical form. Your current reality exists as a result of past thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It represents a manifestation of previous mental patterns and expectations. When you decide to live in the end state of your desire, you're essentially choosing to override these existing patterns with new ones. This process requires patience, understanding, and unwavering faith in your ability to transform your reality. The key to bridging this reality gap lies in your ability to maintain mental discipline. While your physical senses may show you evidence that contradicts your desired state, your task is to remain steadfast in holding your chosen vision. This doesn't mean denying your current circumstances or practicing toxic positivity. Instead, it means acknowledging your present situation while simultaneously holding space for your desired reality to materialize. Consider your desired end state as a frequency or vibration you're tuning into. Just as a radio must be precisely tuned to receive a specific station clearly, you must maintain alignment with your desired state despite apparent contradictions in your external world. This requires developing a strong mental and emotional foundation that can withstand the natural tendency to revert to old patterns when faced with challenging circumstances. One powerful way to bridge the reality gap is through the practice of mental comparison. Rather than comparing your current situation to your desired end state, which often highlights the gap and creates resistance, compare your current reality to past situations where you successfully manifested change. This builds confidence in your manifestation abilities and reinforces your faith in the process. Managing conflicting thoughts is another crucial aspect of bridging the reality gap. When doubts arise, recognize them as natural responses from your current programming rather than truth. Instead of fighting these thoughts, acknowledge them and gently redirect your focus back to your end state. This practice becomes easier with time, much like building any other skill. Your physical senses will continue to show you evidence of your current reality until your new mental patterns have fully taken root. During this transition period, it's essential to maintain unwavering faith in the invisible reality you're creating. Think of it as planting a garden. You don't dig up the seeds every day to check if they're growing. You trust in the natural process of growth while continuing to nurture the soil. Living in your end state while navigating current circumstances requires a delicate balance. You can acknowledge your present situation when necessary for practical purposes, while maintaining your dominant mental focus on your desired reality. This might mean taking care of current responsibilities while holding the inner knowing that your circumstances are in the process of transformation. The bridge between your current reality and desired state is built through consistent mental and emotional alignment with your end state. Every time you choose to respond to life from the perspective of your desired reality, you strengthen this bridge. Every moment you maintain faith in the face of contrary evidence, you add another supporting beam to your manifestation structure. The gap between where you are and where you want to be exists only in physical time and space. In consciousness, through the power of your imagination, you can experience your desire as fulfilled right now. This present moment experience of your desire, maintained with faith and persistence, becomes the very force that transforms your external reality to match your internal vision. The feeling is the secret. The most powerful force in manifesting your desires isn't the mental picture alone. It's the feeling that accompanies it. When you truly understand that emotion is the driving force behind creation, you unlock a tremendous power within yourself. Your feelings are the language of manifestation, speaking directly to the universe and your subconscious mind about what you want to create in your life. Think of how you feel when you achieve something meaningful. There's a distinct emotional signature associated with accomplishment, success, and receiving what you desire. This feeling is unique to you, but it might include joy, satisfaction, gratitude, peace, or excitement. These emotions are not just responses to achievement. They are the very catalyst that brings your desires into physical reality. To harness this power, you must become skilled at generating and maintaining the emotional state of having already received your desire. This isn't about pretending or forcing yourself to feel something artificial. Instead, it's about tapping into the genuine feeling of fulfillment that naturally arises when you truly believe in your vision. This emotional alignment acts as a magnetic force, drawing your desires toward you through the law of attraction. Consider someone who wants to find their perfect relationship. Rather than focusing on the absence of love, they would cultivate the feeling of being deeply loved, appreciated, and connected. They would allow themselves to experience the warmth, security, and joy of being in that ideal relationship, even before its physical manifestation. This emotional rehearsal creates a powerful, energetic blueprint that begins attracting compatible experiences and people into their life. The key to mastering this practice lies in your ability to generate authentic feelings. Start by recalling times when you felt similar emotions to what you're trying to create. If you're manifesting financial abundance, remember moments when you felt prosperous, secure, and generous. Use these real experiences as stepping stones to build the emotional state you're seeking to establish permanently. Creating emotional alignment requires practice and patience. Throughout your day, check in with your emotional state and ask yourself, how would I feel if I were living my desire right now? Then consciously shift into that feeling state. This isn't about denying your current reality, but rather about choosing to align with the frequency of your desired experience. Your emotional state serves as a feedback mechanism, indicating whether you're in alignment with your desires or not. When you notice negative emotions arising, treat them as valuable information rather than obstacles. These feelings show you where your vibration needs adjustment to match your desired end state. Use them as opportunities to practice emotional mastery and realignment. Consistency in maintaining positive emotional states is crucial. Develop daily practices that support your desired feelings. This might include meditation, gratitude, journaling, or engaging in activities that naturally elevate your mood. Your emotional state is a choice, and with practice, you can learn to cultivate and maintain the feelings that attract your desires. The secret to successful manifestation lies in your ability to feel the reality of your desire now, regardless of external circumstances. When you master the art of emotional alignment, you'll find that the physical manifestation of your desires becomes a natural, almost effortless process. The universe responds not to what you think about, but to what you feel with conviction and consistency. Practice immersing yourself in the feeling of your fulfilled desire until it becomes your dominant emotional state. Let this feeling infuse every aspect of your life and watch as your external reality begins to shift to match your internal emotional landscape. The feeling truly is the secret to bringing your dreams into physical reality. Persistence and detachment. Living in the end requires a delicate balance between maintaining unwavering focus on your desire and completely letting go of the outcome. This paradox often confuses people who are new to manifesting their dreams, yet understanding and mastering this concept is crucial for success. Persistence means keeping your vision alive in your consciousness, regularly engaging with your end state through visualization and feeling, and maintaining faith in its manifestation. However, this persistence should not transform into obsession or desperate attachment to outcomes. When we become obsessed with our desires, we create resistance and anxiety that actually push our manifestations further away. Think of it like planting a seed in your garden. You plant it with care and intention, water it regularly, and ensure it has the right conditions to grow. But you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust in the natural process while maintaining the proper environmental conditions for growth. This is the same approach needed for manifesting your desires. Detachment doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or becoming apathetic about their achievement. Instead, it means releasing the anxious energy around when and how your desires will manifest. It's about trusting in the perfect unfolding of events while maintaining your end state vision. This detachment actually accelerates manifestation because it removes the resistance created by worry and doubt. One effective way to practice this balance is through the setting and forgetting technique. Spend dedicated time each day living in your end state through visualization and feeling, then release it completely and go about your day. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desire into physical reality. When doubts or anxiety arise, simply redirect your attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled rather than focusing on its absence. Another aspect of balanced persistence is maintaining flexibility about the path to your desire. While you should be clear about what you want, being rigid about how it must come to can block unexpected opportunities and paths that might lead to your goal. The universe often has much more creative and efficient ways of delivering your desires than your logical mind can conceive. Attachment often comes from a place of fear that your desire won't manifest, fear that you're not worthy, or fear that you'll lose what you achieve. True detachment comes from a place of knowing that what you desire is already yours in the spiritual realm and must manifest in the physical world. This knowing creates a peaceful persistence that attracts rather than repels your desires. Practice viewing your current reality as a shadow of the past while holding your desired end state as the true reality. This perspective helps maintain persistence without attachment because you're not trying to make something happen. You're simply aligning with what already is in your consciousness. When you truly live in the end state, detachment becomes natural because you're already experiencing the fulfillment of your desire at the level of consciousness. The key to mastering persistence and detachment is developing trust. Trust in the process, trust in divine timing, and trust in your own power as a creative being. This trust allows you to remain steadfast in your vision while releasing the need to control every aspect of its manifestation. It's about finding that sweet spot between active faith and peaceful surrender, where manifestation flows naturally and effortlessly. Reprogramming your subconscious. Your subconscious mind is like a powerful computer that stores all your beliefs, habits, and patterns. These mental programs run automatically in the background, influencing your thoughts, decisions, and actions throughout each day. When you want to create significant changes in your life by living in the end state, you must first understand and then reprogram these deeply ingrained patterns. The subconscious mind operates primarily through repetition, emotion, and authority. During your early years, you absorbed information and beliefs from your parents, teachers, society, and personal experiences. These became your mental operating system, determining what you believe is possible or impossible for your life. If your subconscious programming doesn't align with your desired end state, it will create resistance and sabotage your efforts to manifest your dreams. To effectively reprogram your subconscious mind, you need to understand that it responds best to feeling-based experiences rather than logical arguments. Simply telling yourself something is possible won't override years of contradictory programming. Instead, you must create new neural pathways through consistent emotional experiences that support your desired end state. One powerful technique for reprogramming is to engage in vivid mental imagery right before sleep and immediately upon waking. These times are when your brain operates in theta waves, making it more receptive to new programming. Spend 10-15 minutes imagining yourself living your desired reality with all 5 senses. Feel the emotions associated with having already achieved your goals. Make these sessions as realistic and detailed as possible. Another effective method is using affirmations with emotional intensity. Rather than merely repeating words, create statements that evoke strong positive feelings and say them while truly feeling the truth of what you're declaring. For instance, instead of saying, "I am wealthy," feel the security, freedom, and joy that wealth brings as you declare, "I am so grateful for the abundance that flows effortlessly into my life." Physical movement, combined with visualization, can accelerate the reprogramming process. Your body-mind connection is powerful, and incorporating gestures or actions while imagining your end state helps anchor new beliefs into your nervous system. This could be as simple as standing tall with your arms raised in victory while feeling the achievement of your goals, or creating a specific movement that represents your desired outcome. Music and sound can also bypass conscious resistance and speak directly to your subconscious mind. Create a playlist that evokes the emotions of your end state and listen to it regularly while visualizing your desired reality. The combination of music and visualization creates a powerful emotional imprint that helps rewire your mental patterns. Reprogramming takes time and consistency. Your current beliefs and patterns took years to establish, so approach this process with patience and persistence. Make it a daily practice to feed your subconscious mind with images, feelings, and experiences that align with your desired end state. Each time you do this, you strengthen the neural pathways that support your new reality. Your environment plays a crucial role in subconscious programming. Surround yourself with physical reminders of your end state. This might include vision boards, meaningful objects, or photographs that represent your goals. These visual cues constantly communicate with your subconscious mind, reinforcing your new programming throughout the day. Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise as you engage in this reprogramming work. Resistance, doubt, or negative emotions are simply signs of old programming being challenged. Welcome these experiences as opportunities to identify and transform limiting beliefs. Each time you choose your new programming over old patterns, you strengthen your ability to live in the end state naturally and effortlessly. Taking inspired action. Living in the end state isn't about passive waiting. It's about recognizing and acting upon the divine timing and intuitive prompts that naturally arise when we're aligned with our vision. Inspired action flows effortlessly from a place of deep knowing rather than forceful pushing or struggling. When we truly embody our desired end state, we begin to notice opportunities, ideas, and pathways that were always there, but previously invisible to us. Divine timing plays a crucial role in this process. Just as a farmer knows there's an optimal time to plant seeds and harvest crops, there's a natural rhythm and timing to the manifestation of our desires. Rather than forcing action from a place of lack or desperation, inspired action comes from a state of alignment and trust. You'll know you're operating in divine timing when doors seem to open effortlessly and the right people, resources, and circumstances appear at precisely the right moment. Intuitive prompts are the subtle nudges, ideas, and impulses that guide us toward our vision. These prompts often come as gentle thoughts, recurring ideas, or a quiet knowing of the next step to take. Unlike the loud, anxious voice of the ego that demands immediate action, intuitive prompts feel calm, clear, and aligned with our end state. They might suggest reaching out to a specific person, exploring a new opportunity, or taking a seemingly small step that later proves significant. Learning to recognize and trust these prompts requires practice and attention. Start by paying attention to the quality of your thoughts and impulses. Inspired ideas typically feel light, exciting, and expansive, while ego-driven thoughts often carry a heavy, fearful, or urgent energy. When you receive an intuitive prompt, act on it promptly. These windows of opportunity often have their own timeline. Aligning action with vision means ensuring that every step you take resonates with your desired end state. Ask yourself, would the version of me who has already achieved this goal take this action? This simple question helps filter out actions born from old patterns or limiting beliefs. Inspired action feels natural and aligned because it springs from your end state identity rather than your current circumstances. Inspired action doesn't always mean grand gestures or major life changes. Sometimes the most powerful actions are small, consistent steps that gradually bridge the gap between your current reality and desired end state. These might include updating your environment to match your vision, adjusting your daily routines, or shifting how you interact with others. The key to taking inspired action lies in maintaining the feeling of your end state while remaining open and receptive to guidance. This creates a powerful combination of clear intention and flexible adaptation. As you move through your day, hold your vision firmly while staying alert to the subtle ways the universe is guiding you toward its realization. Practice tuning into your intuition through regular meditation, quiet reflection, or journaling. These practices help clear the mental chatter that often drowns out intuitive guidance. Pay attention to recurring themes, ideas, or opportunities that align with your vision. When you notice these patterns, take action promptly while maintaining an attitude of relaxed confidence. Taking inspired action also means releasing the need to know every step of the journey. Trust that as you maintain your end state awareness, the right actions will become clear at the right time. This approach allows for organic unfolding while keeping you actively engaged in the manifestation process. Move forward with confidence, knowing that each inspired action brings you closer to living your vision in physical reality. Overcoming obstacles and doubt. The path to living in your desired end state inevitably includes encountering obstacles and periods of doubt. This reality isn't a sign that your vision is wrong or unattainable. It's a natural part of any transformational journey. When we begin to shift our consciousness toward a new reality, our existing beliefs and environmental conditions often create resistance. Understanding how to navigate these challenges while maintaining your connection to your desired end state is crucial for success. Doubt typically emerges when there's a significant gap between your current circumstances and your desired reality. You might find yourself questioning whether your dreams are possible, especially when faced with seemingly contradictory evidence in your physical world. Doubt is simply a thought pattern, not a reflection of what's actually possible for you. When doubt arises, acknowledge it without judgment, then gently redirect your focus back to the feeling of your desired end state. External obstacles often manifest as apparent roadblocks, setbacks, or delays in the physical world. These might include financial limitations, other people's opinions, or unexpected challenges that seem to push your dreams further away. However, these obstacles serve an important purpose. They strengthen your resolve and help you develop the character necessary to maintain your desired end state once you achieve it. Each obstacle presents an opportunity to deepen your faith and demonstrate your commitment to your vision. Maintaining momentum requires developing specific strategies for managing both internal and external challenges. One powerful approach is to view obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. When you encounter a challenge, ask yourself, how is this helping me grow into the person who naturally experiences my desired end state? This perspective shift transforms obstacles from frustrating setbacks into valuable learning opportunities. Negative influences from others can be particularly challenging to navigate. Well-meaning friends and family members might express doubt about your vision or try to convince you to be more realistic. Their perspective is shaped by their own beliefs and limitations, not the truth of what's possible for you. Create healthy boundaries around your vision by being selective about whom you share it with and surrounding yourself with supportive people who believe in the power of conscious creation. The most effective way to overcome doubt is through consistent practice of living in your end state. Each time you successfully return to the feeling of your desire fulfilled, despite challenging circumstances, you strengthen your ability to maintain that state. Think of it as building a muscle. Each rep of choosing your desired state over doubt makes you stronger and more resilient. When setbacks occur, avoid the temptation to analyze why things aren't working or obsess over what went wrong. Instead, use these moments as triggers to recommit to your end state. Let each challenge remind you to go deeper into the feeling of your desire fulfilled. This practice transforms obstacles from sources of discouragement into catalysts for stronger alignment with your vision. The existence of obstacles doesn't negate the truth of your desired end state. Just as a radio signal continues broadcasting whether or not you're tuned to its frequency, your desired reality exists regardless of temporary challenges or doubts. Your job is to maintain the frequency of your vision, allowing the creative forces of the universe to arrange the perfect circumstances for its manifestation. Consider keeping a success journal where you document instances of overcoming obstacles and moving through doubt. This creates a personal reference library of your ability to transcend challenges, which you can draw upon during difficult times. Each entry serves as evidence of your growing capacity to maintain your desired state regardless of external circumstances. Signs and synchronicities. The universe speaks to us constantly through signs and synchronicities, offering guidance and confirmation that we're on the right path. When we live in the end state and align ourselves with our desires, we naturally become more attuned to these subtle messages. These signs can appear as recurring numbers, meaningful coincidences, or unexpected opportunities that seem too perfect to be mere chance. Understanding universal feedback requires developing a heightened awareness of our surroundings and experiences. Rather than dismissing coincidences as random events, we begin to recognize patterns and meanings in everyday occurrences. For instance, you might repeatedly encounter references to your desired goal in conversations, media, or random encounters. These synchronicities often serve as breadcrumbs, guiding us toward our manifestations while confirming that we're energetically aligned with our desires. Working with natural flow means learning to move with the current rather than against it. When we're truly living in the end state, we notice that certain paths become easier while others present more resistance. This natural flow isn't about avoiding challenges altogether, but rather about recognizing which obstacles are stepping stones and which are signs to adjust our course. The universe often presents us with perfect timing and opportunities when we're energetically prepared to receive them. Trusting the process requires developing faith in both visible and invisible forces at work. While living in the end state, you might notice an increase in meaningful connections, timely introductions to key people, or spontaneous ideas that lead to breakthrough solutions. These occurrences aren't random. They're the result of your aligned energy attracting matching circumstances and opportunities. Learning to interpret signs requires balance and discernment. Not every coincidence carries deep meaning, and not every challenge indicates you're on the wrong path. The key is to maintain an open mind while staying grounded in your end state vision. Pay attention to events or situations that create a strong emotional response or seem to directly relate to your desired outcome. Signs often appear when we're fully present and receptive. This means releasing the need to control every detail of how our desires will manifest. Instead, we remain open to unexpected ways our goals might materialize. Sometimes the path to our desire looks different than we imagined, but the signs we receive can guide us toward even better outcomes than we initially envisioned. Developing a relationship with universal feedback also involves honoring your intuition. Your inner guidance system often recognizes significant signs before your logical mind can process them. That unexplainable feeling of rightness, the sudden clarity about a decision, or a persistent idea that won't leave you alone, these are all forms of universal communication guiding you toward your manifestation. As you continue living in your end state, notice how signs and synchronicities become more frequent and clear. This increased awareness creates a positive feedback loop where recognizing signs strengthens your faith in the process, which in turn attracts more confirming experiences. The universe's language is unique to each person. What serves as a meaningful sign for one might go unnoticed by another. Practice acknowledging and expressing gratitude for the signs you receive, as this reinforces your connection to universal guidance. Whether through journaling, meditation, or simple mental appreciation, taking time to recognize these synchronicities strengthens your ability to work with them constructively. This grateful awareness helps maintain the energetic alignment necessary for continued manifestation success. Living your vision now. Living your vision now is about embodying your desired reality in the present moment, rather than waiting for external circumstances to change. This final and crucial step transforms theoretical understanding into practical living. When you truly live your vision now, you create a bridge between your current reality and your desired state, making the manifestation process more natural and effortless. The key to living your vision lies in making conscious choices that align with your desired end state in every moment. This means speaking, thinking, and acting as if your desire has already manifested. For instance, if your vision includes being a successful entrepreneur, you would make decisions today from the mindset of that successful business owner. This might mean organizing your day more efficiently, speaking with more authority, or carrying yourself with the confidence of someone who has already achieved their goals. Your physical environment plays a significant role in living your vision now. Begin arranging your space to reflect your desired reality. If you envision yourself as a renowned artist, set up a proper studio space, even if it's just a corner of your room. Keep your tools organized and maintain a professional atmosphere. This physical arrangement helps reinforce your new identity and makes your vision feel more tangible and real. Relationships and social interactions offer another opportunity to live your vision now. Start engaging with others as the person you're becoming. This doesn't mean being inauthentic or pretentious, but rather allowing your evolved self to emerge naturally in your interactions. If your vision includes being a confident public speaker, practice speaking with more authority in your daily conversations. If you see yourself as a successful writer, start referring to yourself as one and sharing your writing journey with others. Your daily habits and routines should also reflect your end state. Consider how the version of you who has already achieved your desires would structure their day. What time would they wake up? What would their morning routine look like? What kind of activities would they prioritize? Begin implementing these habits now, even if they feel somewhat uncomfortable at first. This discomfort is often a sign that you're pushing beyond your current identity and expanding into your desired state. Money and resources often present a challenge when living your vision now. While you may not have the exact financial circumstances of your desired reality, you can still make choices that align with your future prosperity. This might mean being more mindful with your current resources, investing in your personal development, or making strategic decisions that reflect abundance rather than scarcity. Living your vision now also requires attention to your emotional state. The person who has already achieved their desires likely carries themselves with a sense of gratitude, peace, and fulfillment. Practice embodying these emotional states in your daily life. When challenges arise, ask yourself how your future self would handle them. This emotional alignment accelerates the manifestation process and makes the journey more enjoyable. Living your vision now doesn't mean denying your current reality or being delusional. Instead, it's about consciously choosing to align your thoughts, actions, and energy with your desired end state while taking practical steps forward. This balanced approach allows you to maintain groundedness while actively creating your new reality. Each moment presents an opportunity to choose thoughts and actions that either reinforce your old patterns or support your new vision. By consistently choosing alignment with your desired end state, you naturally transform into the person who has already achieved their dreams.